Let's all just take a moment to mourn the loss of probably one of the best villains of this arc. Askin was an amazing character. He was a character I did not expect to love as much as I did. And to see how real he was at the end, with his combo with Urahara, and he's like, fuck it, I'm not gonna even say my lethal dosage shit again, you understand it, it'll sound like I'm broken record. That right there was some real shit, and Askin definitely earned some points in regards to his final words. That most likely is his final words, and if so, that just what a fucking way for a character to die. I loved Askin for that. Regardless if Urahara lives or Greninja lives and he just died like that, it was still a great way to go down as a villain. It was just a great way the way he died. He was still talking. I mean, he had his fucking heart ripped out, okay? His heart was ripped out and crushed. He's still sitting there talking. He's like, I'm not going to bore you. I'm not going to even say lethal dosage again. It's like, fuck it. I'm just going to die here. Prepare to die, everybody. That's pretty much what it is. And I was just like, damn, Askin, you're just such a badass. You're just such a fucking badass. So definitely in terms of villains of this arc, he's probably one of the most well-written characters so far I have seen. He's such a good character, and I will miss him. But I mean, with all good things, like, all good things must come to an end eventually, and that's kind of what's going on with Askin. I mean, I'm glad we didn't get to see no Chicken Lily from Askin. I'm really glad I was incorrect about that, and a lot of us are incorrect about that, because I would have been rather upset to see his character kind of devolve into something like that, and seeing Askin, you know, die like he did in style, it makes me happy. So, good job, Kubo, and good job, Askin. Just very good stuff. So, Urahara scared the fuck out of me in this chapter. Like, the face we got was the perfect face for chapter 666. If you were unaware of the number or the title of this chapter, like, it's chapter 666. It's the demon chapter. You know, many people are expecting some crazy shit in this chapter, and yeah, quite a bit of crazy shit happened in this chapter. A very badass chapter in general. I mean, that Urahara face, oh my god, like the convo he had with Askin before Askin, you know, is like dying. The convo, he's like, I'm gonna go all out. I mean, if you lose the war, you're gonna die. I want to go all in. And he's like, I figure out all these different problems, like 1,000 different ways to, you know, best someone, and I don't want to be caught with my pants down. And I'm like, bro, Urahara, holy shit. Holy shit. It was just some crazy dialogue, and the face reaction that Urahara made was fucking awesome. But then, on top of that, when you see the scene to where we found out more information about the Rancor and how they have Hollow Ryatsu when, you know, they transform, I was like, damn, that's some good information. Very, very, very good information that we found out, and how that could be used in the future. And then as things continued going on, we found out that Nell is sitting off in the background away from the fight, and that she is going to be coming in. And the way it's done is like, she says, oh man, so it really came down to those 5 possibilities that he talked about, huh? And then, you know, she was coming in to go save them. So that's crazy. That's really crazy how, once again, Urahara was able to figure out that Askin was going to do something like this with, you know, how the Gift Ball Deluxe magnifies after he dies. And damn, just seeing Nell go in, very bad. She's one of the best female characters of, you know, Bleach. One of my personal favorites, but one of the best in my opinion. And seeing that character just go in like that, he's like, oh, what did Ichigo again? I was like, bro, it's fucking good shit. So, I mean, the chapter, just the first half alone, very good stuff, and a great way to conclude the fight. It was rather short, and I felt like, even though it was short, I know there's probably going to be many that are going to be complaining, because they're going to be saying, we didn't find out much about Urahara. Is Urahara dead? So forth, so on. And I can understand that. I can see why many might be complaining about Urahara and, you know, maybe he's dead as fuck and he's not going to be surviving this, or, you know, there wasn't a lot explained about his ability, but I like that. I like that a lot, how we're still left guessing the full extent of Urahara's abilities, but also I love how this fight didn't just drag on and become wackier and wackier and just like, what the fuck, as it progressed on. It didn't turn into, for instance, Chicken Lily. It turned into a very good fight, a very good shonen fight, along with some very good character development and characterization for our characters, and some very good stuff I love seeing. So, Askin's fight and Urahara's fight, probably one of the best fights of this arc, definitely, hands down, one of the best. So, will Urahara survive? Like, is he dead? I don't want him to be dead. I want to be honest. I don't want him to be dead. But on the other side, I do want him to be dead. Not because I hate Urahara, or because I'm a madman and just want to see a character die, but I just think if he does die, it'll add more oomph to the, the war. I mean, seeing a major character like Urahara die after displaying such a crazy-ass ability against Askin, it would just put Askin on a higher pedestal, if you get my point. Like, he would be on a higher pedestal in terms of threat in the series, of how he was, and how Urahara had to come in and take down someone like Askin. It would just add more, level of threat to it, and just like, holy shit, Askin was just that great of a character, that strong. So, I mean, if Urahara dies, my impressions of Askin would go up, but even if Urahara lives, I still appreciate Askin as a character, so he won't really go down. He's still a very good character, so it just, we'll see where it goes. But do I want to see more of Urahara? Hell yes, I do. I want to see more of his ability. I want to see how he uses it in other situations, not just Askin's, fight. Now, talking about the second half, we move over to Byakuya and Hitsugaya's fight, along with the Miracle. And this fight is, it's a fight, honestly, I'm not really that kind of completely invested in. I'm more invested into the Askin fight, but since that's done, we're moving over to this fight, and Kenpachi actually pops up in this chapter. Like, holy shit, the entrance he has, I got a good laugh out of it, but it was badass, and so I'm like, you know what, okay, Kenpachi, come on in, kick some fucking ass, I want to see you wreck this dude, and let's have a, a Yami 2.0, because this shit is going to be interesting. Just throwing some hits a guy, ice boy him, and we're pretty damn good to go. So, my expectations of this upcoming fight probably going to be very good. I can't wait to see, more Kenpachi, and maybe he might explain more about Yachiru and what happened to her, because that still needs to be explained. That is still left up in the air for multiple chapters now. I mean, it's been about, oh god, about 20, 30 chapters? Maybe more than that, maybe 40 fucking chapters. It's been a while since we found out any information about Yachiru or Kenpachi, so we need to know more about this type of stuff. But at this time, though, that's all this chapter brings us. Very wonderful. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.